Hello, this is Frontline here. Welcome to another episode of 7 Days to Die, and this one we are actually doing a different setup than normal. As you may have noticed, I actually have headphones on me right now, and that is because I'm listening to the game through the actual headset of my computer, and that just makes it so that I'm able to not have a random sound input from my TV to this microphone here. I'm just adjusting my TV settings because apparently it wasn't ready. But yeah, anyway, now we're actually doing things a little bit differently in the series. And by a little bit, I mean actually quite a bit of things have changed. First of all, you may notice that the time of day right now is 1600 hours, and you might be panicking, thinking that this episode is going to be really short, but no, it is in fact not going to be. I changed the game time so that it would be able to be a 60-hour day, or a 60-minute day, I mean. So I've already played for 30 minutes, and now I'm able to just show some progress of what I did. So first of all, one of the goldenrod plants, actually the one right here, was able to get harvested, so I placed down more, kind of going around there. It's like, we have lots of goldenrod and cotton and stuff around here, but I'm still planting it down. If this is cotton, if you didn't know. The corn still hasn't quite grown up yet, but it shouldn't take too much longer. It won't even take that many episodes now that we're doing the whole entire hour-long day, hour-long day setup, because 60 minutes is an hour. And I chopped down some trees. I am kind of also getting sidetracked onto what I was doing. So inside the house, I haven't really upped our defenses much, but that's mainly because I want to focus mainly on getting resources. So I've already gotten some rocks and stuff, and in here I want to actually build a mine. Now for some reason, like the wood frame ramps, I've been trying to place them down in a different way, but I think this is a bug that they only want to face down in a certain direction. So I'm just going to deal with it, and I'm going to kind of build out my tunnel this way, and we're actually going to mine into the ground. I've done this before on a separate world, and it just makes it so that it's a lot easier to gather resources. Having a mine allows you to grab actual pockets of iron rather than having to rely on finding some just naturally found rocks. Because that's the way we found all our iron so far. When you dig rocks, you automatically get iron from that. But yeah, I only slightly started this. Most of my time was spent gathering some stones. I also was able to craft a bunch more arrows. As you can see, I have 150 now, which is really good. That will hopefully be able to last us for quite a while. But yeah, I'm trying to get used to this game because I actually haven't played in a long time. I waited until I had my better recording setup to do so, because I have a new computer. If you didn't see the July of 2017 update for this gaming channel here, well, basically what I said is that now I have hardware that, I said in the video technically that I would be able to just have an overlay camera specifically in my software, but I haven't quite worked out a way to do that yet. My computer technically should handle it, but for some reason the audio quality really suffers. So instead of doing that, I'm having my old setup, but I still have the headphones, which is still a bonus in my opinion. So what was I looking for? I need a shovel. That was what it was. I need a tool. Am I not able to make one? Let's look up shovel, because I have that right in front of me. There, okay. If we had a little bit more forged iron, then we can get an iron shovel. That might not be a bad thing, but I feel like stone is kind of where it's at right now. Maybe we'll upgrade our tools once we actually have a true abundance of iron. So anyway, we need to go off in this direction. And that'll allow it so that our ramps, wherever they may be, These guys, yeah, they'll be facing down that way, and then we'll have a staircase going down there. Actually, is there such thing as stairs? Maybe that's what I should really look for. Building blocks. Let's just do wood stairs. I'm not sure if a ramp or stairs would be better. I mean, one stair takes 10 wood. How much was a ramp? Yep, not that. A wooden... or that's not a wooden ramp. I need wood frame ramp. That only takes 5. I feel like ramps are better. So I'm just going to have to deal with the bug, I guess. Yep, we'll just tunnel off in this direction. It should hopefully work out fine for us. I forget when nighttime is. I think it actually happens at 2200 hours. So we still got quite a while. It's still a long episode. It's like, honestly, I get a bunch of time in the day now. It's kind of made this very easy for myself. Alright. One ramp going down there. If I have that, yeah, I'm just going to have to like place down kind of like a little roof going there. Get through. Really, I want more resources because at the moment we really don't have too much. Having like more iron and all that would be a very nice thing to do. Alright, I'm not going to worry too much about making this place look nice. Maybe I'll do that in between episodes. What I really want to do is just pretty much keep digging down and hopefully be able to not worry about zombies just randomly popping down in here. It's kind of hard to place that block. I'm trying to make it so that I can go down a little easier. I accidentally hit the wood there for a second. It's really interesting to have the whole entire headphone setup because now you actually like hear the various sound effects that play. And maybe it'll be easier to detect zombies right behind me or something. Only maybe though. I'm really not sure how that would work. Yeah, in the end I kind of want this to be like a 2 wide tunnel, but for now I'll have it be 1 wide just to conserve us some time. Maybe I do need an iron shovel. This really does take a while. The one good thing about this though is that we'd be able to not only get resources, but we'd also technically be able to avoid the night. Because I think at the moment, when you're underground, you can actually avoid zombies pretty well. And you don't actually, they don't detect you that well from above ground. And then once the night is over, you can just pop right up. Any zombies that are left over, you take them out with a bow and arrow or whatever. And then bam. Alright, so we already got ourselves a nice situation here. I'm really wanting to hit stone at some point because we're still hitting dirt. And when I hear zombies, I kind of want to definitely be rid of them. It's like, that was kind of nice. It's like you can actually hear footsteps. The headphones actually really helped in that situation. Boom. That was actually a really good shot. I'm not sure if it killed her, but it would have been nice if it did. I also gotta take care of these zombies before it becomes actual nighttime, because then they'll be a lot harder to deal with. There we go. Accidentally killed that one. This has actually been the first time I've seen zombies in this whole entire time, because I didn't actually mention this, but for the first 30 minutes of my gameplay, there actually was no zombies around. I was just pretty much prepping resources, it was really easy to be able to just go about. Oh, that was something I forgot about. I actually also changed my point systems in the game. I actually was able to buy stuff to make it so that my wellness went up. Now the minimum wellness in the game is 80, yeah. So even if I die, like the lowest my health will be is 80. It's really hard to hit these guys with these like laggy controls. I've mentioned this in other videos, but yeah, I've not been used to them, so to adjust back to them is a challenge. Boom, there we go. That was easy. Ooh, I leveled up. Oh, it looks like another goldenrod flower has been done. I'm just going to keep that one. I don't really care about having this farm be too big. At some point I gotta make the farm bigger, but right now this is just temporary because I don't have too much space. Well, it looks like someone's been trying to get through my defenses. Yeah, there's actually a lot of zombies coming now. Like a lot. Which is bad because it's going to become night soon. I also think there's been multiple updates to the game since the last time I played, and I remember it not being this foggy. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but I was almost certain that it was not that way. Alright, let's repair this. Yeah, that's something I never actually mentioned, but I kind of noticed at some point and never really cared to acknowledge it. It's like the forge that we were like searching all over for to have a base with a forge inside. It's actually not that good to have a forge inside of your base because it gives off heat, and for some reason like zombies like heat and all that. And it makes it so that zombies are actually more attracted to my base than if I just had a random holdout somewhere else. Alright, so it's going to become night at some point. That's going to be kind of annoying. Just due to the fact that I'm not really ready for it to become night yet. Let's just surround this thing. Hope that it holds out. Because I'm not 100% sure as to if it will. Night is approaching a lot faster than I thought it would. I mean, it's been 15 minutes, but yeah, at the same time, I've not wanted night to come. Do I have a means of making torches? I don't think I do. I think at the moment I'm just going to have to kind of deal with this and hope that my strategies work for defending against zombies. I still have extra spikes, but at the same time, I've not found a good way of actually putting down the spikes. Okay, so I guess that area is kind of vulnerable. That's also where most zombies seem to be coming. I don't know why, but we might as well just really fortify this area. Just place down a bunch of these guys. Don't want to put down next to me, so... Got lots of wood. I was able to gather quite a bit of that. Not too much wood, but enough. It's kind of hard to access that one. I want to upgrade these a lot. I don't think you're able to repair the spikes now that I think about it. If I can see any zombies, I want to get rid of them because they become a lot worse in literally 10 minutes. That's not 10 minutes in real life time, that's 10 minutes game time. I don't have wood? Wait, when did I lose wood? I have 4 pieces of wood? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Maybe I should have chopped down a lot more trees. Well, night is fast approaching. And unfortunately for us, it's going to be the majority of our video. Or quite a bit much more. Because I already played for 30 minutes in the daytime. Now we're just going to have to deal with this. I don't have any stockpiled wood in there. Oh, I have a bunch of wood here. Okay. I was wondering where all my wood went. I'm not sure if I accidentally cooked it all the other wood in the fire. Or, yeah, I accidentally cooked all the wood in the fire. Well, we have lots of bottled water. That was another thing I did. We won't go thirsty. That's one thing. That's one thing we can say. I mean, I'm technically undetected. That's strange. That was another sound effect that happened after the main sound effect for, like, nighttime starting. I mean, I'm undetected. It's very dark down here. I'm not even sure if I'd be able to really dig the way I'd want to. I think I also broke my shovel at some point. Yeah, I broke my shovel. Tools. Stone shovel. It's just right there. Still undetected. For some reason, it says that right there. I mean, that's kind of helpful to actually say that. These sound effects keep happening. I don't know what they are about. If I start digging, would that bring up my chances of being detected? Well, first of all, it's hard even for me to see. I brought up my brightness a lot. So I'm going to put that wood frame away. I mean, if I had resources, I could technically make candles and stuff. There's a candle right there. What happens if I pick it up? Okay, it's technically dark here, but it's light enough for me to see. So that means that down here, where it's dark, it's actually more worth it to have the candle down here. I'm also hearing bad sounds. Well, that's a good place to put a candle, I guess. Alright, this is going to be the night, basically. I'm just going to kind of crouch, because that's one of the things I learned. It's like crouching is probably a better way of doing it than... Can this candle just float? I mean, it already looks like it's floating, but technically there could be a block right behind it that is supporting it. Yep. Accidentally broke the wrong thing. Boom. Because all I want is an underground tunnel. How about I just keep digging until something interesting happens, and then you guys will be able to see that. I'll just cut ahead in the video or maybe speed it up or something. We'll see. Actually, that didn't take that long for anything to happen, because I mean, it's not that interesting, but I hit right there. That's stone. We actually hit stone. Which also has a really loud sound effect, but it doesn't seem as though zombies can hear it that well. So, oh, I guess I didn't need to break that block. Well, we broke it anyway. We found stone. I got too excited. Man. Okay, I see exactly nothing. Yeah, we'll just keep moving the candle where we can. I feel like the candle went into that block. Oop. Or we can do that, okay. See if we can just place it somewhere else. Like, place it there. Anywhere. Somewhere that makes sense, not there. We'll try to dig around it. There's the candle. Okay. Another bit here. I'm still undetected. I'm glad about that. It's like, honestly, we've had a really good night so far. Yeah, I'll just keep moving this candle, I guess. I'll be able to have it like as a transportable light source. If only there was like a second hand you could use that would just like have the candle in it, and then I'd be able to just go off in the caves, have one hand be the candle, have one hand be my pickaxe, and that would just be amazing. It's not how this game works though. At least I don't think it is. I don't see a slot for a second hand, so you know what? We're just not going to worry about it. Still more digging, so this time I actually might cut ahead, because unless we find iron, like in the next couple of seconds, there's not much that's going to happen that's interesting. I'm hearing evil sounds. That's the one thing I don't like about these headphones. It's like, I just hear all these sounds that are supposedly supposed to mean something, and yet nothing happens. And yet that will probably take me off guard at some point. You know what? We don't need to use up all of our wood. We can use... How about let's go down 15 blocks. If we need more than 15, then I guess we'll have to suck it up. There we go. Alright, let's grab the candle. I wish the candle would just immediately go into my hand instead of me having to go into the inventory every time. But... okay, place it down somewhere. Okay, there we go. That's not a good place to place it down. Okay, could I please do this correctly? Okay, that's a little better. Okay, I just gotta have my pickaxe be like in a primary slot right next to my stuff. Have the stone axe over there. How about have it right next to the wood frame ramp so that I can immediately upgrade it. Because the pickaxes needed a little bit more for this task. Mining stone is no easy thing to do. Hopefully it'll be easier at some point if we upgrade our tools and have something other than an iron pickaxe at like early game. But I guess we'll have to see what happens. At this point I've never been in the late game before. And the one thing I do know is that the later in the game you progress, the harder the waves get. On the night of day 14, that's actually going to be another horde that we have to deal with. Because although it's 7 days to die, the 7 days keep looping over and over again. And really every 7 days it gets harder. So I think on the 7th day we did die. And the 14th, unless we do something amazing, we might again. One thing I haven't really mentioned is that technically with my recording setup, I am able to like stream to Twitch and stuff. But like at the same time, I really have no expertise as to know how to really set that whole entire thing up and be able to make an interesting stream like that. It's like, well, see what I do, but it's like, All I know is that my audio quality is going to be really weird. Already I'm recording in a weird way here without my webcam. So, still not sure how much I'll use that webcam. I feel like the only use for it I have is to stream, and I haven't really known how to stream it all yet. I think I broke my candle. But that's alright. We can mine without seeing, right? It's hard to see. I mean, there's no zombies like going against me right now. I'm also still undetected, it says. I'm hoping that the game wouldn't lie to me. Okay. Right there. There's a candle. Keep mining down. Still haven't found any interesting ores. At the same time, I want to know how to spot interesting ores. Because at times, like I've played in my other world enough to know this whole entire method of staircasing down into the world and being able to find more ores that way. And it is easier to find ores this way. It's a lot easier to find ores. I don't even know where exactly, but I feel like just a little bit under the ground is still good enough to find things. Honestly, like, as you go deeper, it's not like it's less scarce. I think, like, ores are evenly distributed throughout the world. I don't know, I haven't done much testing. It was all also done in survival mode, not whatever this mode's, like, equivalent of creative is. This tunnel is actually looking really weird now. I'm also wondering if I actually made enough room for me that... I think I have made enough room for me to stand in here, but it's barely enough room. I'm definitely going to have to make this place look a little nicer. That's one of the challenges with this game that I'm actually really seeking out to know is how do I make things really look good in this game? Because I'm more familiar with the blocky world than this kind of world that kind of morphs together things and everything just looks so realistic in this game. So I like 7 Days to Die. It's an interesting experience and it really gives a life to Minecraft, or well, not really to Minecraft, but it gives life to the normal sandbox-ish games, where it does provide you a challenge, but you can really do whatever you want to in this game, as long as you don't die. I always am so paranoid that zombies just gonna like burst through my defenses and be like right behind me at some point. Because at this point, I really don't have an easy method of getting around them. I just have to basically fight and hope that I don't die. Let's grab the candle. Move the candle a little bit lower. I have no idea what kinds of rules it seeks out to see where I can even place down the candle. And that's not that great of a place. For some reason, like, the shadowy effects, it's like this candle really does not give off much light at all. So I almost feel as if that's where the candle was before already. Once I actually think about it. Okay, so the night's almost over. You can see at the top of the screen right there, it's 3:15. We've done a bunch of mining. I'll also do more in between videos as well. But this is definitely a good start, and hopefully we'll be able to get enough resources to actually maybe build up some barbed wire fences, get some traps all set up for the zombies. I want this place to be surrounded, but at the same time I also want to be able to find some sort of way to get in and out of this place. Oh, that's actually an idea. It's like, because the thing is, I was actually looking this up quite a bit earlier. I don't know exactly when I was looking up, but there was kind of an advice that of trying to figure out how you can avoid zombies and have it so that they don't get into your base or whatever. And at one point, ladders was actually a solution, but we've actually even seen in this series like that actually got changed And now, ladders, like zombies are able to climb them. Because we've seen that in our secret passageway and all that. And they still don't know how to get me on those ladders. They're not very good at it. But that was interesting. It's done that before, but what you could do is, because zombies can't really jump well, you could have a platform, like you have like a little ladder going up, and right here would be like the house or whatever, and then you would be able to go up there, jump from that place to the second story of the house, and that would be one way of getting in. There could be like a balcony there or something with a door. Because I don't think you want to open, because I think there's like zombies that can fly, or like giant wasps or whatever. I'm not sure. All I know is that it seems like it's daytime now, so we can probably just finish off this part right here and call it good. I'm hoping that we find coal at some point, because coal would really help in allowing us to actually make torches, because that candle method is not very good. I don't like the candle method. Anyway, you can just check around the house. I don't think they've broken in. I'm wondering how our defense is held up, or if there's even like zombies out here. Doesn't seem like there's any zombies out here, so I guess we did pretty well. Unless they never showed up. If they never showed up, that's a different story. But anyway, that I guess has been it for this episode. In the next one, we are going to keep on continuing that tunnel. It's basically a matter of trying to gather more resources. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to is this corn plant growing up. I don't want to like mine it, because if you mine it, you actually get rid of the plant altogether, and then I have absolutely no corn seeds. But yeah, then once that happens, we'll be able to continue a farm and actually get more resources than, or more food than just hunting elk all the time. But anyway, as it seems now, that has been all for this episode. I will see you guys all next time. Bye. There's sand inside. Press the button. If it wasn't a mystical dagger, we probably would have died.